upcoming fall season, people will begin to attend holiday parties, gatherings with their family, and functions with their coworkers. People will scour through their cookbooks to try to find the perfect recipe to take to their holiday parties. I've got a tried and true recipe that I've made many, many times. It will sure to be a big hit at your holiday party. Today we're going to talk about how to make the perfect pumpkin cheesecake. Now, pumpkin cheesecake is just like a regular cheesecake with just a few extra ingredients. Okay. So, first of all, we talk about the ingredients that go in a pumpkin cheesecake. Okay. This recipe calls for 3 8-ounce blocks of cream cheese. You can use any brand that you'd like. It could be the Philadelphia cream cheese or a generic brand such as the Great Value. Really doesn't affect the taste much. You can also use an alternative form of cheese that is very similar to cream cheese, and it's called Neuchâtel cheese. According to the Apartment Therapy website, Neuchâtel cheese has about 1/3 of the fat as regular cream cheese. Okay. The second ingredient that you will need for the pumpkin cheesecake is a can of solid pack pumpkin. Now, be careful when you do this. Do not use pumpkin pie filling because, according to the Cooking Club of America, pumpkin pie filling has a thinner consistency than packed pumpkin, and it already has the spices included in it, so it will make your batter a little more thinner than what you would want. Okay. The next thing that you will need for the cheesecake is a cup of white granulated sugar. You will need a graham cracker crust. Graham cracker crust, I prefer to buy the store-bought ones. They're already prepared. They're pretty inexpensive. You can make your own graham cracker crust. However, that does take additional time and some additional ingredients. Okay. You will also need either pumpkin pie spice or you can use cinnamon, whichever you prefer. The cinnamon is a little bit cheaper than the pumpkin pie spice, and you'll need 1 tablespoon of that. You'll also need a teaspoon of vanilla for flavoring. You can use the generic or you can use the real vanilla extract. And then the final ingredient that you will need will be eggs. Now you can use 3 small eggs for the recipe or 2 large eggs. So, now that we have all of our ingredients, how do we put the cake together? Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is to let your cream cheese set out on the counter to room temperature. You want to get it soft so that you can mix it up well, be able to work with it, and it won't be lumpy. Okay. The next thing you do is take your eggs and beat them until they're smooth. You don't just want to throw the whole egg into the recipe because it will cause the cream cheese to lump up. Okay. So you beat the eggs, slowly add it to the cream cheese, and mix it until it is smooth. You will then add your 1 cup of sugar, your vanilla, your cinnamon or your pumpkin pie spice, and your can of pumpkin. You're going to want to mix all of those ingredients really well into a smooth batter. Okay. After you've got it all mixed, it's very easy. You just pour the batter into your graham cracker crust, whether it be the store-bought crust or the one that you've prepared at home. Okay. You're going to bake this cake at 350 degrees for 1 hour. Okay. According to the Food Network website, in order to prevent cracks in the top of a cheesecake, if you would just take a small, like a baking pan or a small oven heat-resistant cup, just put some water in it and put it in the bottom of your pan. That'll prevent cracks on the top of your cheesecake. So, in conclusion, this is a tasty recipe to take to all of your holiday parties. You just basically need, just some basic ingredients that you already have around the house. You might have to buy a couple of them, but you just need sugar, pumpkin, vanilla, pumpkin pie spice or cinnamon, your eggs, your cream cheese, and of course your graham cracker crust. Like I said, I've made this recipe many, many times, and it always is just a big hit at our parties. So I'm sure if you make this recipe and take it to your holiday gathering, you'll be asked for the recipe on more than one occasion.